And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sherard Show. I am your host, Sherard, on location here in Hollywood, California, speaking to a gentleman. This is our first segment entitled Legends of the Comic Industry. And I have a gentleman to my left. This man has been in so many movies. He's been touring all over the world. He's currently on tour actually now. And he is one of the gentlemen that will have you rolling. I mean, have you Red Fox rolling. And he's sitting here right to my left. Let's talk to him today here in Hollywood, California, the legendary Mr. Michael Colyar. How are you, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Sherard. I'm excellent, man. Hey, I'm a legend, which means I'm old. And I'm glad to be where actually I'm only 58, but I don't feel a day over 57. Thank you for having me here, brother.
Thank you for stopping by on the show today, sir. Now, you're cleaner than the Board of Health. Now, first of all,
this whole thing.
You coming on this show with a $2,000 suit, sir. Is that a custom suit?
I don't think it is.
No?
No, it's not.
Welcome to the Sherard Show.
But the shirt though, get the name on the shirt.
Mike, please get a cut. Look at that watch.
Shirt. Okay, so
you're cutting up. So Mike, now what have you been up to lately? I've been following you, but you've been very busy. So what are some of the things you've been doing lately?
Well, I'm very blessed to do a number of things. We have a book out on the president. On my fabulous president, who we only have one more year with him, the wonderful President Obama. It's called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the White House. I knocked on the door and a brother answered, and people can pick that up at my store shop, Michael Colyar, Colyar. I'm just got through doing 2 music videos. I did one with Kendrick Lamar, George Clinton, and Ice Cube. It's called, what's it called, baby? We be funkin', don't we be funkin'? Funkin' don't, or something about we be funkin'. I'm in a spaceship too. I'm helping him fly the spaceship. It's off the chain. And then I just shot one with Tretch. He's doing a new music video with Queen Latifah. So just did that. But I do concerts each weekend. And I'm writing a new book. It's called Michael Goes Motivational, because I'm doing more and more motivational speaking. And I'm speaking at children's schools. In fact, we do prisons and drug courts. And for the last 12 years, we've had a program called Comics Go to Jail. So once a month, I take 5 comedians into a local prison, and we do an hour-and-a-half concert for free for the inmates to try to remind them that just because their bodies are locked down, that doesn't mean that their minds are too. Their minds are still free, and they can still go places. So we're doing a number of things, brother. My greatest project, besides the fact that I'm going back to Venice, where I started. People who don't know me, I did Venice Beach for 9 years, from 1986 to 1995, every weekend, 5 one-hour shows.
And they got you as a legend in Venice, is that correct?
They say I'm legendary. My hands and feet prints are in the concrete, but we're going out next April and shoot it as a 1-hour special called The King of Venice Beach. I hope my mouth don't have all the glazed donut from eating them donuts in here.
It's some good donuts.
But my most ambitious project is we're doing a film in Chicago to help turn around the black-on-black killings that's going on weekly in Chicago. It's been going on for years. It's called The Soundtrack of My Life. And so far, we have Twister, The Brat, Dave Hollister, GLC, Solo Redline, and Queen Nuisance are all doing music on that. And it's a cold film. That too we hope to release by April. And y'all have me eating them donuts now. I got gas and everything. Okay.
So Mike, is it okay that I call you Mike?
No.
Okay.
It's Michael.
Okay, Michael.
Too many white people. It's Michael.
No offense, Mike. So Michael.
Are you Mike too?
Yeah.
Oh, the cameraman is a white Mike, and I'm the black Michael, so I can see where the confusion comes from.
We'll call you Michael.
Okay, then we'll be able to distinguish the two.
So Michael, now you're doing all this stuff. You're so busy. Now, first of all, what was the inspiration of writing your book? I Knocked on the White House and a Brother Answered.
Funny thing happened on the way to the White House. I knocked on the door and the brother answered. It's my way of writing a love letter and a personal positive message about the great president we have. You know, when he first got in office, everybody was so happy and they cheered to have something new, something different, someone who cares, someone who's coming from their heart, someone who's not just about trying to get paid, you know. And once he got in office, the folks who would have him fail have ruled the media, and they have the media telling us that President Obama is nothing and that they ain't shit. They've been saying it so much that people are buying into it. So I want to do something that's purely positive, because I guarantee you, if Bush had killed Osama bin Laden, if he had reinstated General Motors, he created a health care bill that my mom and my grandma could afford, and if he ended that illegal war he started in Iraq to cover his own behind with his failures of 9/11, his face would be on Mount Rushmore. President Obama has done that and so much more, and it's not enough.
Tell it.
He could cure AIDS and cancer today, and he started in the first place. So I want to be able to have something positive to say for our kids. He's a great example for anyone who's ever struggled or anyone who's ever thought a situation was impossible, because it's impossible. The brother even got in there. You ain't gonna be no more black presidents ever, not in this country, but that he made it in, and that he made it twice, and both times with a landslide, and that he carries himself with such dignity and character, and he shows the whole world what a black family can really look like, and in a lot of cases they do really look like. And so I just love how he stands and how he represents, and what a great role model he is. And so I'm hoping that this book glorifies that, and it's something we can pass down to our kids and our grandkids. So in 20 years, when they say, "You lying, there really was a black president once," yeah, you say, "Yeah, a long time ago. I got a book I can show you." You know.
So the book is available now?
Yes, it's available now, and I sell it on concerts, of course. But you can also either go to my email, comicking123 at AOL.com, and order one, or you can go to my store, shopmichaelcolyar.com, which has the book. It has a DVD that has the same title. The DVD, I went around this country and shot comedians of all races and all backgrounds who are all doing positive Obama comedy. White, black, young, old, gay, straight, transgendered, Asian, and Hispanic. And they're all doing positive, uplifting Obama comedy, So I have that on a DVD, which is also at the store. And then I have a clean CD and a dirty CD. So you have many choices. You just go shopping. Put them all in your cart.
Now, how would we know the dirty CD from the clean?
Well, the dirty one is called Michael Colyar's Official Bootleg, because I had to bootleg my own CD. I was selling it for $20, and one day I came outside this restaurant called Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle, and some brother tried to sell me my own CD for $5. So I said, I better get in on this. So I now make them myself at the house in the kitchen, just $10. And then my other one's called Michael Colyar's Back, which is funny because I ain't never been nowhere. But I shot that at Bounce TV, and it's totally clean with no caffeine. You play that for your mama and them and grandmama and Pookie and all that.
Now, you have some of the best stories. I mean, you're known for telling stories with your jokes. And one thing that was had me cracking up is one of the stories of Red Fox jokes you told.
Which was?
The one about when he was ordering, the man was in a restaurant, and he was ordering his food. He said, I wanted...
in the group joke?
Yeah. And then he said,
You trace that back to Red Fox?
Well, you said it was one that Red Fox cracked.
Oh, no, I set it up by using Red Fox, but I don't know who owns that joke. That joke's 1,000 years old. But I use Red Fox as an example of old jokes, because I do what I call the old joke alert, because I don't think an old joke should die just because the person that wrote it did. And Red Fox created 75 comedy albums, but Red is dead. So he can't use them jokes no more. Should we throw away 75 albums worth of fabulous jokes? No. And then I go into the jokes, and that's one of them that I tell. But I don't know if he is the author of that joke. I'm not sure who it is.
So now, the one thing about you, now there's a lot of comedians out there that are funny, but then there's comedians that have you wailing like yourself. And I'm watching your stuff, I'm just wailing. And I don't know, what's the trick or what's the knack that makes you so naturally funny? Is that it? You're just naturally funny?
I don't know, because it's kind of vain for me to say I'm naturally funny, but yeah, I'm naturally funny.
You naturally funny. Yeah, you just have that aura,
I guess I was blessed with being able to see things in a comical way, but I do conscious comedy, so I do comedy that makes you think and feel as well as laugh. So I always challenge the issue of racism. I will try to always talk about the importance of safe sex and trying to save our kids from, forget, and they're going out there and they're not strapping up, and people still dying from this same disease, and I want to talk about our culture, and so I want people to learn. So what I want to do is tell you enough jokes to open you up, that'll slide some information in there, because you're going to be more open if you're laughing. Laughter is healing, man. Physically healing. It has turned people's lives around just because they've chosen to be more positive, because they've chosen to laugh.
Now, Mr. Colyar, what is one of your most proudest achievements as a comedian? Something that you can say that you really, really feel it resonates in your mind.
Well, when I won Star Search for $100,000, I gave half to the homeless.
We read that. Yeah.
Well, that's to me my greatest achievement. I think the greatest thing we could do is to give back to other people. You know, if you ever want to have anything, you gotta learn to give all to all. If you give everything to everybody, you'll have more stuff than you can use, man. You don't have no place to put all the stuff you have.
Absolutely. Now you were performing in Venice for years, right? Just having your own show, doing things in Venice, is that right?
Yep, 86 to 95.
Wow. And then all of a sudden that led to your big star search?
Well, it was no all of a sudden, you know. It's never all of a sudden. Everything works within everything else. I mean, I've been out there about 4 years before I did Star Search. You know, I did Star Search and went right back and continued to do that for another 5 years. But in between, there was TV shows. I did Robert Townsend's first film, Hollywood Shuffle. I did that after being on the beach for like 2 months, you know. And then Johnny B. Good was a movie with Anthony Michael Hall, Robert Downey Jr., and Uma Thurman, who at the time was 17 and spoke 7 languages. And then after that, we did Hot Shots Part 2. But all these I did while I was still on Venice Beach. And you know, then I was also brought into the Improv after like my first few months out there. So I would do the evenings at the Improv. I would do the Improv comedy clubs around the country. So everything sort of buys into everything. Then sometimes you'll do something that gets a lot of media attention. And people be, look, all of a sudden, look where he came from. No, it's always gradual work. You're working, and then next thing you know, something hits. You know?
So speaking of that, so I know you're very busy. Two things I want to mention to you. You got a tight schedule. Now, the first thing is, what is it that you're working on now, and where can your fans be able to see what you got upcoming?
Well, you know, I just drive everybody to the webpage, www.therealmichaelcolyar, COLYAR.com, because that will really tell you everything that I'm doing. But I'm about to start doing more and more motivational speaking. So I have one book called Michael Goes Motivational, and then I have another new book called Miss Innocent Goes to Cool School and Other Silly Stuff, which is a poetry book for adult children, and that's what I'm based my one-man show on, which I'll also take across the country. So I'm working on those and the project in Chicago, but every weekend I'm somewhere doing kind of comedy, stand-up comedy. As you know, last weekend or 2 days ago, I did 2 concerts at the Warner Theater in Washington, D.C., and then next week I have 6 shows at the Improv in Cleveland. And so every week, and then the following week is Akron, Ohio. So every week is something.
Now, you have anything out here in Hollywood?
Not often. You know, you can't really make no money doing stand-up in Hollywood. It's 100,000 comedians here in 7 clubs. So you pretty much pay them to let you do comedy here. So every now and then I'll jump up on stage at the Improv here. Every now and then the Laugh Factory, but not often, you know, because I'm trying to get my stardom on. You know, a lot of people will stay in Hollywood and keep hitting the little clubs hoping somebody could see them, but I don't have time for that. So I'm writing and creating my own projects, you know, and I don't need but one to hit, and then they're going to want to buy everything else.
Now, are you going to be on the next Friday movie?
No, I wish. I tried very hard. They wouldn't let me audition. But it's too bad, too, because it's set in my hometown of Chicago.
Absolutely.
Southside.
Chi-town,
Projects, Robert Taylor Home, 4352 South State Park, 909, Southside. So I certainly wanted to be in it, but, you know, a lot of this game is who you know. I don't know the right people to get me in these circles yet, but I'm working on it. Don't worry.
Man, you big time in our books, man. We just love you. We just absolutely love you.
Oh, I'm huge. No question. Huge.
So, Mike, before you get out of here, Michael, please tell us a little story, something that we can leave off on a hilarious note. One of your fabulous stories.
Well, no, I would just say what did you get for Christmas? Did you get anything nice?
Yeah, my wife got me some nice watch, got me a nice shirt.
Oh, nice. How long have you been married?
7 years.
Oh, yay. Good for you. First, I get engaged on Christmas Eve.
Congratulations,
Look at that camera real quick over there. That's my fiance.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you very much. We got right at my church, Agape. But a guy met, he got knocked the hell out for Christmas. That's what I'd like to share with you. And he was a bully. Some guy I was in the 99 cent store. This was about 2 weeks before Christmas. And this big old brother bully, mean mug and everybody, you know. And there was an elderly little white couple, white hair. They had to be 89 years old at least. Both of them there. The cart is they're so feeble. The cart is holding them up. So the brother gonna come over and shove their cart out the way. I was already standing in line. So, you know, I was gonna say something, but, you know, brother was big. There was another brother there, a really big brother, who was like, hey man, don't push him. Then the guy took the cart and pushed him, almost knocked this couple over. And the brother steps up, the big brother who's come to their defense, and the dude talking stuff just pushed him in his chest. Well, the brother turned and handed his bag to his daughter, firmly planted his feet, and punched his brother so hard that he just slammed to the ground like a sack of potatoes. Then he started looking around like he had lost a shiny quarter. Where did I leave that? I know I had a quarter around here somewhere. He was just totally disoriented, face slammed to the ground, his mouth started bleeding, and the brother had on a do-rag or some skull cap. So when this second brother popped him, the hat flew off his head. So he crawled, he got the hat, he got a towel, he started trying to dab the blood off his mouth, but he was completely silent. For the rest of that, he didn't mean mug nobody else. This brother healed him. This brother was like a doctor, because he was crazy. One punch in the mouth, and all of a sudden he became sane. So he got in that line, he didn't say another word. Everybody else, it made everybody else's day. People who was having a so-so day, all of a sudden everybody in the place had a wonderful day. They were talking out loud. I bet he won't say nothing else. I bet you he won't push up on nobody else. And then when he left, he didn't say a word. He paid and he left. And so when he could tell all his friends, when they said, well, what did you get for Christmas? He can say, I got knocked the hell out. That's what happened. I mean, it hurt. It hit him so hard it hurt me. I was standing over there. It hurt me. And it was really good because I guess the brothers thought that it was going to be black against white, but it was wrong against white, wrong against right, and not black against white. It was wrong against right. And that brother stood up for that couple because they were in the right. And the other brother was just trying to show off, and I guess he learned, man. You know, we all learned a beautiful lesson that day. It was fabulous. Made my day. Made my Christmas.
Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Mr. Colyar, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. Let me tell folks all the places you can find me. I'm on Twitter under my name, Michael Colyar, Colyar. Instagram is Michael_Colyar. Please follow me. Please subscribe to my YouTube page, because now I have a variety show I just shot called Michael's Very Best. It's like Ed Sullivan meets Michael Colyar in living color. Whoa. And I'm uploading it on my YouTube page, so you can tune in my YouTube page and under Michael Colyar and see that. And of course, like I said, the webpage, www.therealmichaelcolyar.com. That'll tell you where everything else is.
Wow, you got a lot going on.
Yes,
you want to check him out. This is a legend. We're kicking off our segment, Legends of Comedy. We're honoring all those living legends, and this is the first gentleman that was on the Sherard Show for 2016. Wonderful, and gentlemen, you got to keep up with him. We'll have you rolling, even if your checking account is negative. I'm Sherard. We'll be right back. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sherard Show. I'm your host, Sherard. Just had a wonderful, wonderful conversation with the legendary Michael Colyar. He is a king of comedy. He's also just all over. He's traveling all over the country doing comedy, as well as he has a book coming out. So you definitely want to check him out at therealmichaelcolyar.com. But this would have never happened this afternoon, this filming, as well as being able to interview this gentleman, if it wasn't for the owner of this beautiful bakery called Kettle Glaze. It's right here in Hollywood, California. The best donuts, the best munchkins you can ever have. And this gentleman, the owner, is sitting right here to my left. Welcome to the Sherard Show. How are you, sir?
Thank you, Sherard. I'm doing very well, thank you.
I appreciate, sir, you first of all allowing us to film in this beautiful location. But then when we ate the donuts, we are now officially customers, sir. How long have you been in business?
Just over 2.5 years. Just under 2.5, actually.
You can smell the greatness of this donut shop before you even see it. Is that right?
That's right.
My cameraman is shaking his head. He's the most finicky of eaters, but he absolutely loves your munchkins and your donuts. So what are some of the things that you sell besides donuts that you offer?
We try to focus on donuts and coffee. We do have our version of the donut, which is a croissant-style donut, and that's pretty much it. We just like to focus on a very small quality group of items.
Now, I know you probably get a lot of different celebrities walking in here to get donuts. Have you had any since you've been open in a few years?
Yes, we have.
And what is the main thing that they like eating the most? Is it like glaze, or you like variety? And what is your specialty?
There's one that enjoys the maple bar with bacon on top, and some of them bring their kids, which just love the sprinkles.
I gotta bring my daughter in here. I know she'll absolutely love the sprinkles. Now you said maple with bacon on top. Did I hear you correct?
That is correct. It's maple bar.
Really? So does that taste like a croissant? Does it taste like a McMuffin? What does it taste like?
It's just a very sweet and salty combination of little doughy bread. That's pretty much it. It's not. It's not a, it's just it's a standard donut kind of texture. So.
Now, for my clients back home, I know you all, I got your mouths watering, so we're going to ask the gentleman now, what do you have? Do you have any specials going on before I just let all of my Facebook friends and fans know about Kettle Glaze in Hollywood? What kind of specials do you have for today or for the week?
Well, our specials are, we have a standard dozen that goes out for $12.75. Next month is Valentine's Day, so we'll be having our heart-shaped croissant-style donuts and our chocolate strawberry donuts as well.
Ray, we thank you for stopping by the Sherard Show. A gentleman and a scholar. Please come on out to Kettle Glaze Donuts in Hollywood, California. You can't miss it. The smell will lure you in. I'm Sherard, and this show was sponsored by Kettle Glaze. You're going to see me buying my box of 12 donuts right before we leave. I'm Sherard. We'll see you next week when we're going to have Mr. Lorenz Tate stop by the show. See you then.